Hey guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2025 Mazda MX-5 Miata Grand Touring.
And a big thanks to Metz and the rest of the management and staff here at Furman Mazda in Brandon, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium car or SUV in the Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Metz.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the MX-5 Miata has been Mazda's little two-seater roadster since 1989. The fourth generation Miata that you see here has been with us for 10 years now, since 2015, with some minor changes last year for 2024. For 2025, the Miata adds a new 35th anniversary edition with a total of 300 that are going to be sold throughout the United States. There are 6 trims available for the 2025 Miata, ranging from the $29,000 base Sport up to the top-of-the-line $41,000 Club RF. Here we have the Grand Touring sitting right in the middle of the lineup with a base price of $34,000. What else we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So this beautiful red metallic paint color, I'll leave a link right here, show you the exact name of it. This is a sharp looking sports car. LED headlamps, projectors for the high and low beam, and LED daytime running light. I like this generation's Miata smiley face with a gloss black grille, no forward facing camera or front parking sensing, not necessarily a big deal. We get functional airflow in each corner and a subtle lip underneath each air pocket. I like how the wheel wells are raised on each side for this Miata in the hood area, making it a lot easier to point and shoot from the driver's seat. The wheel and tire setup, just a 4-lug pattern for these black and silver contrasted 17-inch rims wrapped in Bridgestone Potenza, I believe, Summer Performance tire. It's not the most aggressive Summer Performance tire, but it's also a little bit more performance oriented than your typical all-season. The dimensions are 205/45 R17. The 4-lug pattern does look a little bit ridiculous in a modern vehicle, but considering this vehicle's curb weight, to be expected. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile. Body color, mirrors, smart access for the driver and a front passenger, blacked out pillars, same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper. The gas cap is pushed open, no easy fill, and premium fuel recommended for this 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. Before we check out the rear end styling, let's hop out to the opposite side, check out the window sticker here on this 2025 Mazda MX-5 Miata Grand Touring 6-speed manual transmission with the Soul Red Crystal Metallic, black interior, leather interior, which is a premium touch, 29 combined MPGs, 26 in the city, 34 on the highway. You guys can pause, take a look at all the standard features. We get the upgraded audio system, upgraded interior. We don't get power seats. I do wish we had power seats for this price point at $34,630, but as you'll see in the interior and when we take this car out for a drive, this thing is surprisingly impressive. We get LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights, dual exhaust outlet down below. And speaking of the dual exhaust outlet, let's fire up this 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the Skyactiv G 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine sold by Mazda for the 2025 MX-5 Miata. And it sounds good considering the power numbers at 181 horsepower, 151 pound-feet of torque. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, but considering that this is just about the lightest sports car left out on the road today, you can still expect 0 to 60 in around 5.7 seconds, making it a no-joke performer. The strut tower brace will help the handling out tremendously. We can shut this hood right down, no hydraulic struts, but as you guys see, very flush in the way that it closes. Let's take a step inside, see what we get in the inside of this mid-level 2025 MX-5 Miata. So although we just get hard plastic for the top part of the door panel, it is a color matched material, which does look pretty cool, with some leather stitching beneath it and a leather armrest. We get power windows up front, aluminum door handle, 4-way adjustable mirrors, and a 9-speaker Bose audio system. Leather seats, we get Bose speakers even in the headrest area, perforated, heated, not ventilated. We also don't have electric adjustments. We can still recline, drop, lift, and slide the seats. Looks like we get an aluminum nameplate underneath this blue tape. We'll leave the tape there for the potential owner of this vehicle. But taking a step inside, foot in the brake, foot in the clutch, make sure we're neutral, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So as far as the interior, not a whole lot changes compared to every other Miata we reviewed in this channel. It's still an awesome sports car, especially under $35,000 for the base price. The steering feels super tight. It feels almost as tight as some of the steering racks we feel from the Porsche lineups. The horn area is rubberized, the horn itself, loud and aggressive. People should be definitely getting out of your way. Volume and skip controls, hang up and answer your phone calls. On the right side, we get our cruise control settings. Stocks have a satisfying click, auto headlamps, and auto rain sensing wipers. That's an appreciated feature at this price point. The steering column is tilt and telescoping, also a premium touch, hasn't always had the telescoping feature. To the left of the steering wheel, we have our automatic high beams, 360 sensor. You can disable the sound for it. You can turn off the traction control and activate your race mode. Hopefully you guys can get a good look at the pedals. The dashboard is hard plastic for the entirety of it. Our 8.8-inch infotainment screen. It's not a touchscreen, as you guys can see. Everything is adjusted with this dial. Down below, you have your entertainment, information, communication, navigation, and settings. We'll see if there's an SD card. There is not. If the trim level you choose in this Miata doesn't include the navigation, you can get the SD card on eBay or Amazon for like 80 bucks. I believe we got it for 50 or 60 bucks for my grandpa's CX-5, and within a day he had factory navigation. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend paying the $400, $500 from the dealership. Hopefully the dealership doesn't get mad at me for telling you guys that. To activate reverse, foot in the brake, foot in the clutch, push down all the way to the left on the shifter and push forward. Now we're in reverse. Our backup camera, very high resolution, guidance lines, but no trajectory. Thrown right back into neutral, and we return right back to the previous screen. Hazards, air vents, there's 3 of them up front. Well, 3 of them total because there's nothing out rear. We have our air vent controls. It's sort of an automatic climate control. You can put it into auto and still adjust the individual temperature like an old school climate, but with the automatic function, which is cool. I actually prefer this compared to most of the other automatic climate controls in the modern sports cars, especially the ones that are going through the infotainment. Heated seats, 2 USB-C ports, nice little storage area, no wireless phone charging pad, some leather for your knee will often hit, 6-speed manual transmission, our dial for the infotainment screen, music, home, navigation, all with shortcuts, volume, and skip beneath it. Parking brake, cup holder outside of the center console area. No traditional glove box. We do have a center console right here, which is padded. Not a whole lot of space. You'll fit a wallet, maybe 2, additional cup holder, and a little bit of storage in here, which is lockable. Here I'd expect you to fit probably a pair of shoes, possibly 2. We don't have a power opening roof either, but with the size of this roof, really not a big deal. You just open it up with a latch, and the beauty of being able to open it up so easily, it's really not that tough to close it. This latch is actually not for the windscreen. This latch is for the roof, as you guys see, and it's as easy as it is to open it, it's just as easy to close, and the windows open up for you automatically, which is a nice touch. We didn't mention the gauges. We have a 7,400 RPM tach. That is high revving. This is going to be a screamer up top. The speedometer goes to about 150. Fuel level on the left side with a little bit of adjustability. We can adjust between the coolant temperature, press it one more time, trip computer, advanced safety features, and right back to where we started. Cool. My personal favorite would be the screen that we were originally at, so we will leave it there. We get a frameless auto-dimming rear view mirror with 3 garage home link settings on it, and that's about it for the inside and outside of this 2025 Mazda MX-5 Miata. We take a quick look at this cargo space. Of course, not a whole lot back here. I'll leave a link right here to show the exact amount of space there is. You'll fit maybe 2 carry-on suitcases, 4 backpacks, which isn't terrible, but you're definitely not buying this vehicle because of the cargo space. At under $35,000, I love the leather seats. I like that they're heated. The infotainment screen is nice, but driving, this thing drives so ridiculously well. It drives like something that you would buy from a Porsche dealership, and I'm not just saying that. Speaking of that, let's take this 2025 MX-5 Miata out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. First impressions, as always, clutch is so predictable. Throttle is responsive, and the shifter, it's not super heavy, but it is super notchy. You feel every bit of that gear when you enter it. Brakes feel good. They're not like super high piston Brembos, but they definitely do the job. Let's try it out in this track mode. Press and hold. There we go. See what changes up. Brakes don't change. See the throttle, about the same. So I guess it just affects the traction control for the most part. No auto rev matching, but it's not super tough to do it yourself. We can try one out off the line right here, see what this thing's got. We're not going to launch it, but just trying to roll into it. Yeah, guys, this thing can rip. The brakes feel good. Throwing it in faster than we should. Handling is so good. Whew. Brakes, throwing it in. Yeah, guys, this thing feels closer to something that you'll be buying from a Porsche dealership than just about any other car in this price point. The old Camaro was a really good value at this price point, but as we are all aware, it just no longer exists as a new car in a dealership showroom anymore. Even at low speeds, it just feels so good. We'll see how it is over the speed bump. This one is a really big speed bump, so we'll slow down. I mean, you definitely feel it, but it's nothing crazy for the level of sportiness that we feel here either. Taking a stab out here. Second gear. I mean, it has really good torque. Good engine braking. The ride quality is surprisingly good considering how skinny these tires are on the Grand Touring. Steering is just excellent. Handling, responsiveness. It is an excellent sports car for the money. We can take a step out into this multiple lane highway as soon as this Sonata passes. Looks like we got the chance. First gear. You look down and you are moving. Throwing in a sixth gear. Calm down a little bit. Cruising around 50 at around 2,300 RPM. So it allows you to still keep really good response even at higher speeds. Real world turning radius test. Second gear. Decent torque, but you gotta wait until around now. Oh yeah, one more real world turning radius test. It is sharp. Absolutely no complaints with this car when it comes to performance. One more time. Yeah, performance-wise, this thing is an absolute blast. If you're looking for a more premium performance car, but you're not looking to spend 6 figures at a Porsche dealership, you don't need 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. You're more than happy getting there in 5.5, but you want that premium, top-level feeling of handling. The engagement that this vehicle allows between the throttle, between the steering, even the suspension, it feels so good. It's not stiff to the point where the bumps are uncomfortable. Just like a Porsche, it has unbelievable handling, but it also has unbelievable composure. At $35,000 with the options and features that we have here on this Grand Touring trim, I genuinely believe that this might be the best value sports car, more premium sports car at $35,000 out on the road today. And if that's what you're looking for, guys, you don't need a back seat, you don't need super impressive levels of cargo space. I would 100% recommend checking one of these out. And a big thanks to Metz and the rest of the management and staff here at Furman Mazda in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium car or SUV in the Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Metz. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel's just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.